Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the IO panel. This is episode 239, being recorded on Sunday, October 17th, 2021. My name is Michael. I'll be the primary host, host one or host A. With me, as always, Evan and James. How you guys doing? Evan, what's
Hello.
up?
Please refer to me as Host Alpha. Thank you very much.
And that means James is host Beta. What's up?
Uh, yeah. What's up? I'm good.
He's like, yeah, oh, great, thanks. So Evan, how
Nothing
was
much is
your
up, really.
past week? Another week in the books.
It kind of flew by. I forgot, as I mentioned to you roughly a week ago, I forgot that there was a holiday to be observed on Monday. So I signed in for work, and I was like, "Where is everyone?"
At least you didn't. At least you didn't drive to the office or anything.
Yeah, I didn't have to go anywhere. That would have been a debacle, as some might say. Some might also say a minor inconvenience, but whatever. To each their own.
Calamity of unheard of proportions, or whatever.
Or some like it hot. Yes.
Yeah.
But I spent the rest of my day. I think I took a nap, played some good old Quake Live, and enjoyed my paid day off.
Nice.
You
Thank
played
you,
some Quake
Christopher
Live.
Columbus, for
Ooh.
annihilating the Native American population, which we
Boo.
celebrate.
Boo.
It's like, boo, Columbus, boo, boo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How terrible.
You're welcome.
You mean Indigenous Peoples Day? No.
They'll never get a holiday. They don't deserve
There we
it.
go to Mount Rushmore and celebrate it.
Yeah.
Keep it up, colonizer. So you had your day off, play a little
Yep.
Quake. That's
Mhm.
good. What else?
Yep. I'm sure. I mean, for the rest of the week, it's
Mhm.
really jack shit. I've been watching. I've been watching re-watching Deep Space Nine and Next Generation using James's so courteously shared Netflix account. And yeah, I think this is the first time I'm rewatching the remastered TNG stuff. It looks damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did a good
Nice
job
and
with
crisp.
it. Yeah. They definitely did a good job with it.
I'm very surprised that stuff is still on Netflix because I keep hearing that it's going bye-bye.
Probably. I mean, it's Paramount's, right?
Right. So they're gonna. I'm sure it's up for renewal, and they didn't renew it. Because they're like, we want it to be on our platform.
Right.
So.
Maybe it's January 1st, 2022 or something. Who knows? But I'll enjoy it while it's there.
Right, exactly.
And I do hope Deep Space Nine gets the same treatment. I think you mentioned a possibility of that maybe a month or so ago. But
I did. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, it sounds like they're working on it, so
good.
I think we're in for a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this, Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Did you eat any Chinese food this past week?
I actually had quite a bit of Chinese food.
Oh.
I went to several different restaurants, and by several I mean exactly two. The one just down the road, I got some tom yum soup. Nice spicy seafood base. They make a good tom yum, and for a great value. I think it's $10, and they pack it with like 5 to 6 like really jumbo shrimp, beef, broccoli, chicken, cabbage. I always ask for it with no mushrooms, and I get an extra serving of the rice noodles, and it really gets me slurping, And from the other place I go when I want something a little more exotic, it's called Chang's Bubble Tea. I think it's run by a Filipino woman. I'll usually get a mango bubble tea
Mhm.
slush, so it's like a Slurpee with the boba.
Oh wow.
They have excellent lamb skewers, but it's kind of expensive. It's like $8 for 4 of them, which is, and they're not like big chunks on there. It's worth it sometimes. They got the nice cumin spice. It's
Mhm.
fantastic. But yesterday I got their Mongolian lamb. So nice chunks of lamb in a slightly sweet brown sauce with the onions, some steamed rice. It was good. And I got one other thing. Oh, I got the pad thai there, which I had never gotten before, and damn, that's some great pad thai. Once again, a good value is like $10. Huge portion, tender, wide rice noodles, lots of shrimp, lots of beef, lots of peanuts in there. Is delicious. I'm definitely getting that again.
Interesting.
Yep.
Pad Thai, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any submarine sandwiches this week?
Not that I recall. It's not a no, but I just don't remember.
Pad Thai's hard to get good. Subs, always bad.
Yeah,
I
always
never.
bad.
I can't think of the last time I had a good sub. I'm not even joking about that.
I mean, Jersey Mike's makes a good sub.
Yeah, I haven't had Jersey Mike's or what's it? The Fast Guys, who everyone hates, but I actually like.
Subway?
No, the ones who are fast.
Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's. Yeah, I haven't had a Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's in over a year.
Well, if
Wow.
that was your intention, congratulations.
It wasn't. It just happened, and I've been ordering. And the couple times I've got a sub, I've gotten it from like a delivery place. It's always bad. It's like when I was a kid, you get a sub from a Chinese carryout, like let's say you wanted a steak and cheese sub, right?
Mhm.
It'd be piled with steak, piled with grilled onions and cheese, like an unruly amount of food, like insane. Toasted bun, you'd be like, wow, this is crazy. How's this so good? It's like this, like fucking massive.
Mhm.
You know, so messy you couldn't eat it in the car.
Right.
Now you get them, and it's like literally like one steakum or two steakums rolled up, cheese haphazardly thrown in there. No one's thought about assembling or how it works or how you eat it. It's just tossed in. There's no grilled anything,
From the
and there's
Chinese
like
place?
from the Chinese places, yeah. And
Huh.
then the bun is like shit. It's a shit bun, and you're just like, okay.
See, I was just thinking the other day that I haven't had a sub from a Chinese food restaurant in years, years and years and years and years, because all the places I order from don't do subs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, where are the places that do subs?
So there's a place in Langley Park. I'm gonna look for their name real quick.
It's like apparently they're all in Wheaton, no,
Yeah.
or Langley Park. There you go.
That's a crazy thought. Like, where are all the Chinese restaurants that serve subs? Like, what kind of a question are you asking?
Okay, the Hunan Hut.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay, the Hunan Hut
Mhm.
used to sell subs.
Yes.
I'm looking to see if they do still. But dude, their subs, wow, they were fucking crazy. You drive up there and it would be overloaded with meat. It was so good. Now, every time I've gone to a place, and mind you, I haven't gone back to the Hunan Hut in years, you know. But it used to be pretty constant. You'd get subs from a Chinese place. It would always be like this: a lot of food, a lot of meat. Definitely not good for you. No thought to like salt content, you know, but just like satisfying. Now they're not satisfying. Now it's just like whatever. Who cares? You know. Big
world
letdown,
of-
man.
The world of abundance that we grew up in no longer exists. It's very unfortunate.
No, we live in a world of scarcity now, man. Where everyone's running low on low quality steak to put in shitball steak and cheeses to make it taste good.
And they're still overcharging for it.
Mm-hmm.
Times are tough.
You're right. You are right, my man.
Yeah, I've been like I said, I've been missing the Chinese food subs, which doesn't make any sense, as Evan said, but
Huh?
it is a part of our culture.
They have a place.
They do.
Now,
They do.
here's a question, which no one probably knows the answer to. Is that a DC metro area thing? Or do fast food Chinese places in Michigan have subs?
That's a great question. I don't know.
I don't know. Is it a regional thing or not? Yeah.
So I was
Just like
talking
mumbo
to
sauce is only here, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I was talking to some of the guys who live in Kentucky about their Chinese carryouts, and they have Chinese carryouts, of course. And I was like, yeah. And I mentioned like, to me, a colloquialism would be like, yeah, I went to Kenny's.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like a colloquially known place. Everybody knows about a Ennie's type restaurant. You know, they may not necessarily sell Chinese food, but they sell like generic American fare. They're run by Chinese people. There's a 4-inch thick piece of bulletproof glass in the front.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Their fryer oil tastes like egg rolls.
yeah, but they, you know, they don't sell egg rolls. You're like,
Right.
all right,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm very confused, but
Yeah.
delicious.
but they have, you know, they sell subs, cheeseburger sub, like the cheeseburger sub, which to me, as far as I'm concerned, is a fucking Chinese thing they brought to America, right? Isn't it? Like that's like you go to an American, like you go to like an Italian sub shop, they're not selling you a fucking cheeseburger sub. That is not a thing you can buy. Okay, it just does not exist. Only at these Chinese places. So that's what a Kenny's is. A Kenny's, Jenny's, Guineas, Benny's, Winnie's. All these fucking things are the same, right? I asked him, I was like, so yeah, do you guys go like to Kenny's or like one of these Chinese places with a guy's name or weird name? And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, your Chinese restaurants aren't named after like a guy? Like Jerry's or Mary's or Sarah's or, you know, whatever. There's like a person's name with an apostrophe and an S. They're like, no. I was like, that's so weird.
What kind
They're like,
of
yeah,
shit
it's like
states do they live
China. Well, it's like, you know, their names like Hunan Express and China Experience, that kind of stuff.
in?
You know what I mean?
Low effort.
Yeah, it is actually. I think so.
No personality.
Yeah. Where's the flair for originality?
Pathetic.
Yeah. Try harder. So yeah, I think this. I think some aspect of this is just like a local thing.
Hmm.
You know.
So I'm trying to remember the one that was near my old apartment at when I lived at Georgian Woods.
Yep.
So
Kenny's, right?
I just
Next to
found
the
it.
Dollar
It's
Tree?
called it's like around the corner, but in that same shopping center.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, like I don't know if it was always called this or if they renamed it at some point. Apparently, it was called Danny's.
That's a good one.
So it's
That
Danny's,
sounds about
right?
right. That sounds about right.
And it says, I'm looking at a picture of it on Street View. So it has Chinese food, subs, fried chicken, right? That's what it says. So it's one of those places, right? 100%.
Yep.
But I
The
was just
ideal
looking it
menu.
up. Apparently, that one is permanently closed.
Unfortunate.
Because I was like, I'll go there and get a sub. Nope.
I'm sure they fried one too many rodents.
Dude, I used to order food from that place all the time. I mean, it was the closest one to my house, you know? So
I mean, yeah, I've ordered. Dude, me and Yesenia used to live off of the honey wings from Kenny's. We would order from there 2 or 3 times a day. Wonton soup, sub, honey wings. 20 honey wings.
Oh, look at this. You can order from Kenny's online now.
Frozen tea and the fucking steak.
Oh, yeah,
skewers.
frozen tea. Yep, absolutely. And steak skewers. 100%. 100%. If you're ordering from Kenny's, Michael, get yourself frozen tea.
Dude,
I doubt will they deliver to you?
Probably not. They have hot subs, cold subs.
Mhm.
Oh, they got everything on here. Yes. Here, what's under seafood platters?
Oh, the 21 gun fishbone salute or whatever.
Yeah, 21 fish boats, shrimp boat salute. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Well, they have fried shrimp basket, fried scallops, fried crab cakes, fried jumbo shrimp platter, whatever. Yeah, I don't see any boats.
I mean, that's what I just called it because I'm a maniac.
No, I know.
You should order.
There's a place over here that does. There's a Chinese place I found that also does Japanese stuff. You know, like bento boxes and sushi and everything. And I could order like a $65 fucking platter from them or something if I wanted to.
You should order from Kenny's and get yourself a couple frozen teas. Okay, get the diabetes cranking. Okay, get yourself a couple frozen teas. Get yourself some fucking steak skewers. That's living, man. Now you're living.
Like
And an order of honey wings.
frozen half and half.
That's it.
That's probably really good.
They have
Yeah.
frozen lemonade, frozen pink lemonade, frozen pink tea, frozen sweet tea, frozen fruit punch, frozen lemon punch,
Bro,
frozen triple mixed.
Oh
dude,
God.
What?
they have expanded exponentially. I need to try all of these things.
Yeah,
I'm
me
pretty
too.
pumped about that pink lemonade. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
That sounds great. All that
Oh,
sounds fucking
It's
amazing.
gonna be diabetes to the max.
Dude, you gotta put your pancreas in check with all this, Mike. Be like, I'm the fucking boss.
Yeah.
Okay? You do what I say.
You have to eat a spoonful of sand with each one of those teas.
It's like a
Yeah.
chicken eating a little grit to help digestion.
Yeah.
Just fucking scoop sand into your mouth while you drink your frozen
Yeah. It's like a diesel spill. You just put sand on it.
tea. Yep.
Dude, they don't care. These sandwiches, I'm looking at the subs. They don't care. Okay, at all. Like one of them is fried chicken tender and cheese. That's a sub you can order.
That sounds like a great chicken parm.
Fried chicken tender and cheese. Fried chicken tenders and cheese. That's interesting.
Yeah, so chicken
So is it
tenders
just?
on a sub
It's just.
with cheese.
Is this fried chicken and cheese?
Fried chicken tenders.
Well, isn't a chicken tender already fried?
Yeah, I mean I've never
No.
had one that isn't.
I'm so confused.
I've never had one that isn't fried. But
All right. Well, I'll order it.
no, they sell gyros too. Oh my god, they
Oh,
got
I bet
everything,
that's-
man.
I bet that tastes exactly how we think.
What? Amazing.
Mhm. Salty, greasy meat
Yeah. Exactly.
with a faint hint of egg roll.
Mm-hmm.
Ham and cheese sub, American cheese sub.
Like, how do you guys make a gyro with a wok?
Oh my god, dude! Crab cake sub,
Yep.
Wow.
$6.50.
Dude, they'll put anything in a sub.
I know.
This is amazing. This I might move back for this. This might be the reason.
Dude, I
return
forgot
to
about all
the
this
area.
because the ones right around here don't have all this. The ones in downtown Silver Spring,
Dude.
for some reason, don't do all this.
I told you, Kenny's is where it's at. Kenny's always has been and always will be the best
Mhm.
that Wheaton has to offer for these Chinese amalgamation places.
This past Thursday, I went to the dentist. I was telling James, and by the way, got the teeth cleaned.
Nice.
Feeling real good now. Feeling real
Mhm.
good. Feeling like a person. It's crazy.
I
right?
can see. Looks good.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. But on the way back, or I was out, right? Like I'd left my house early, and drove to the dentist, and then I was done, and I was like, oh, I'm like a free agent now, like I'm out and about, whatever. It was like 5:30, almost 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, so I drove instead of driving back, because my dentist office is basically halfway between downtown Silver Spring and Wheaton.
Mm-hmm.
It's like right at Dennis Avenue.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
So I was like, you know what? Let me go to Wheaton. So I drove down to Wheaton, and I was like, where should I go? Where should I go? I was like, I'll go get an Italian sub from that crazy Italian deli place that's in Wheaton. I was like, cool. And it's like where the Dunkin' Donuts is in Wheaton? It's like
Around
around
the corner where no one can park.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could park
That's
there.
where
It's
Kenny's
just
was.
you can
barely.
you can park there. It's like a
Yeah,
60
you can't
degree.
get out of your car.
It's a 60
Yeah.
degree angle. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to put on your mountain climbing boots, get your pitons
Yeah.
hammered in.
Get out.
on
Hold
the way.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But so around back of that is a bunch of stuff, right? Including a place called Filippo's, which is
yeah.
Italian. I think I told you guys about that a while ago. I went there, maybe within the last 6 months. I went there. I was like, let me try this out, and it was a quite good sandwich. So I was like, all right, I'll go there. I'll get a sub. This will be nice, cool, right? I get there, they're closed. I was like, God damn it. So I look on, they don't even have their hours posted anywhere in the window or anything, right? I'm like, but they're not like closed permanently. I can see that they're still in business. You know, it's just closed, right? So I was like, all right. So I look online, and apparently every day, with the exception of Sunday, they close at 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
On Sunday, they close at 2 p.m. I was like, wow, this place keeps bankers hours, and that's it. Like, amazing.
Well, of course, if they're a traditional Italian establishment, they realize that you should be having dinner with your family at home. So why would you need to eat there?
I guess so. So that was kind of disappointing. You know that the Manny and Olga's moved there, the one that used to be in Glenmont.
I think you mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah. So that was there, but I just said, screw it, and I just went home. But
I feel like I haven't really embraced all the possibilities of the Wheaton restaurant offerings, because I've never really gone to those restaurants that are behind anything, you know.
mm-hmm.
And there's so many good ones. I'm sure
There's a shit ton. Yeah, I think I told you guys I discovered a little Japanese place back there too, where that Filippo's is, called Moby Dick. Right,
That
but it's
sounds
like
familiar.
Moby Dick's is a Japanese place?
that one is
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
not
Can't tell by the name.
not the Moby
Yeah.
Dicks that we know, but
That's what I was thinking. I was like, no, Moby Dick's is like whatever.
no, this place has the same name, but it is a Japanese place. A little
Nice,
hole in the wall
okay.
place that looks awesome. But then I was actually like contemplating going in there, but it looks like they're only open for carryout.
Okay.
And I was like gonna go in there, just sit down and be a weirdo and have a meal by myself, you know. But
I do
was
that
like-
all the time.
I feel
Yeah.
attacked. I'd appreciate it if you not say it like that. Ever
Yeah,
again.
Evan does too. Me and Evan are both like,
Yeah.
I guess I'll go eat. You know?
Yeah.
well, I usually do it in the shame of my own home, you know, and not.
No, man. Dude, I've sat in many a fucking.
I don't go to IHOP and sit there like, all right, knife and fork in hand. Let's
I mean,
do
I'm not gonna do it at IHOP, but if I go out to eat, it's an experience, not to IHOP. I'm not going to fucking IHOP, but I'm going to like, I've eaten Thai by myself, and I've eaten like the kind of shit that you're like, I don't want anybody to know.
It's like 3
You know?
entrees, please.
They're like, this guy keeps going, you know. Or eating sushi. I've eaten so much sushi by myself. It's crazy, man. You can't even imagine.
Right.
All right. So
Yeah.
can you get Kenny's from like Uber Eats or anything?
I don't even
Can
know how
anyone
you
bring it to you?
I don't even know how you do it here. Can I just? Oh, here, let me see.
I'm sure you're outside of their delivery area.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna put in my address. We'll see what happens.
You could
If
just
you are, just go pick it
go
up.
there.
Yeah, I could just
Yeah.
go there. That's the other thing.
Yeah, just go pick it up.
See, it's delivery service not available to your address. Yeah. So I can
There's
do
a pla-
you could do takeout. Yeah.
There's a place by my house that has the frozen teas, but they're not. They're just like not as good as the Kenny's were. Kenny's was all just sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking great.
They had the perfect ratio.
The place here, the Chinese place here, that also does the Japanese food. They do sell the tea, very sugary, in a soup container.
Mm-hmm.
But not frozen or anything. They don't have that, you know. So, yeah, no subs. It's like, come on, bro, dude. That's the dream right there. A place that does Chinese food, and that place actually does Chinese food, and they do like pad Thai and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do some of that, and they do all the Japanese stuff. Like they have sushi, bento boxes, udon, noodle soup. You know, they have all this stuff, right? If they added the subs, then it's 100%. You know. And the frozen teas.
You should suggest this to management.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You want to know what you're missing? Some cheap bread and some cheap meat. Put them together, you got yourself a demographic.
That's right.
It's untapped market potential, guys.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, good luck in your endeavors. And
Thank you, James. How was your week?
My week was relatively quiet, man. Let's see. Work, just a very little bit of that. Not a lot to report there. Uh, Spent some time at your house helping you work on some stuff yesterday. Played a lot of New World as usual. Not because I'm like in love with the game as much as anymore, but because that's what all I have in my life right now.
Have you participated in any wars?
No, I'm not. Now there's just so many people level 60. It's hard to get on any of these wars because I'm not. I'm only. I'm more of a casual player. So even though I've been spending a lot of time in the game, mostly I spend most time wandering around aimlessly, being confused about what to do next. And like doing side quests and side missions and little rinky-dink stuff. I do a lot of crafting. I've been doing a lot of crafting. So they basically, when they recruit for the wars, they're only going to recruit people who are like the highest possible level. So I've signed up for 2 wars, but I haven't gotten in because my level's just too low. So I think now I'm in level 41 now. By the end of next week, I'll be level 60 probably if I keep playing the way I'm playing now, and then I'll be able to get into some wars and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean the game's. I'm having a good time playing it. So I've been playing that, and what else? What else did I get? Jeez,
Have you done any VR lately?
I haven't. But my next thing I want to work on is building a small VR racing pod thing. Just a frame of one, just something small I can mount, or buying one that I can hook my steering wheel and stuff up to. Because I want to get back into the VR driving. I want to do VR again, but right now the way my apartment is set up and everything else like that, VR, it's not conducive to VR. It's not very good for VR, so I just need to clear my space a little bit. Really, the VR needs a room to itself, and of course that's asking a lot. So it'll probably be a while before I get that the way I want it. And I was thinking, buy a new VR headset, a Oculus Rift 2 that's wireless. It's only like $300, and it's pretty good. It's as good as what I have right now, and it's wireless. Instead of saving up to buy the Valve Index, which is what I was trying to get up to, that's like $600 or $700, and it's a whole thing, So I don't know. We'll see.
Not wireless.
Not wireless, yeah.
With the Oculus, don't you have to log in with Facebook to use it?
Yeah, you do. You do. It's kind of annoying, but
That's James's nemesis.
yeah. But you know what? Wireless is nice, man. Wireless is really nice. There's a wireless adapter for the Vive, but why would I spend $150 on a wireless adapter for a out-of-date headset? You know what I mean? This headset's good enough that I could just keep it for PC VR and then buy the Oculus for like sitting on a couch and watching movies, or watching movies in bed, or playing games while laying down, or whatever like that. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably get that like for Christmas or something for myself, and I'll just wait for the next quality wireless PC VR to come out, and I'll buy that.
Speaking of high quality entertainment, have you seen Dune yet?
I haven't. It's not out yet, is it?
It is.
Oh shit! I need to go see that. I haven't seen it yet.
Officially comes out October 22nd.
Okay. I've seen people reviewing it, and there are showtimes listed. So maybe I'm wrong somewhere, but
no, I mean I don't know. I know that James Bond.
Maybe it's out early for some people. But
I know. Well, reviewers might have already seen it, but I know James Bond is already out. It's out, and people have seen it, and they're like, "Oh, it's really good." Even though people are like, "It's a culture war. They turned Bond into a black woman. Oh my God! Whoa! Where's all the misogyny gone? Why can't it be 1976 forever?" Anyway, yeah. So people said it's actually good. So we'll see.
I'm sure it's an action-packed Bond movie.
It's a Bond movie. Yeah, it doesn't let you down. It does all those things. It does all the Bond things. And the reviews I went out and there's a guy I watched his reviews named The Critical Drinker. He's literally like a black-pilled fucking British guy. and all his comments are like, "Oh, they had to make it more diverse." Like this guy hates Discovery. He hates all these things that people are culture war type conservative issue things. He hates this stuff, and some of the things he says are true. When they put what was it? Fuck, what was it? Was it Lower Decks? It wasn't Lower Decks. It was some movie where the main character is normally white, like the person is a white character, and they made the character a black female. And he was like, it was a whole thing for him. He's like, why does that have to be a black female? This character's white. And I was like, dude, sorry. And like this whole video was hinging on that. And I was like, dude, sorry that once in a while black people get to be represented. Like I get it. Like I get it. Like I get where he's coming from. At the same time, just like, bro, black people exist. Like I think it's fair for us to be in some media.
Next, you're gonna want Asian people in media. I mean, where does it end, James?
I know, right? It's fucking crazy.
Or Indian people. Oh wait, no, they still ain't shit. Okay.
So yeah, but anyway, long story short, so yeah, the James Bond looks good. I need to go see that. I need to go see Dune. I didn't know Dune was out. Maybe I'll make a double feature of it on the 22nd and try to go see it all. And try to get my COVID fill up in. Even though the 22nd is somebody's birthday, we'll see. So I'll try to get them. Maybe I'll take off work and try to do it.
I have the Regal movie pass, whatever they call it, and that I still need to use at some point. So I would like to go see some movie at some point. So
let's try to make it happen. Let's try to make it happen.
At the minimum, we can go
cough on each other.
What's up? I mean, it's what we were doing here yesterday, so it's fine.
Yeah, basically.
Kumbaya. No.
Yeah, basically. But yeah. Also, I don't know if anybody saw the trailer, the teaser to Cowboy Bebop live action. Anybody see that?
No.
It was
disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
It was really cringy. I feel really bad because I think his name is Matthew Cho or something. The guy they got to play Spike Siegel from Cowboy Bebop. He looks like he could do a good Spike Siegel, but it's not good. The trailer just looks really bad. They tried to okay, does anybody remember Dick Tracy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember the live action Dick Tracy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember how it looked? It had that, like, it's like they were trying to make a cartoon reel.
Almost like they wanted to be Sin City.
Yeah, but I mean they were pre-Sin City, but yeah, and the characters were like over the top and really like had a square head, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like prosthetic pieces on people's bodies and stuff to make them look like their characters. It's almost like they want to do that style without being so over the top. Is like have people have prosthetics, but people have this ridiculous campy, like it's like cosplayers made it. So it has a campy cheesiness to it that's very undesirable. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna hold judgment. Hopefully, people saw the trailer. A lot of people complained about it, and hopefully Netflix takes that to heart and says, "Okay, let's make some adjustments." We'll see what happens.
It comes out in a month. I don't think they're going to make too many adjustments.
Really? A month? Oh, God.
Scheduled to be released November 19th on Netflix.
Oh, well. Okay.
Yep. Rip.
Yeah, rip. And the other thing was, there's another thing I was going to say something about.
The Batman?
Oh, that trailer looks great.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Pattinson looks great. He looks great in it. It looks really good. I mean, it's 2022 for that one, but the new trailer looks excellent. The new trailer for Flash looks pretty interesting too. It seems like it's going to have Michael Keaton's Batman in it. Yeah, because it's going to be a multiverse. Like Flash is going to be in the multiverse, and he's going to approach multiple Batmans from multiple universes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because that's one of Flash's powers is to be able to go into the multiverse. So that's an interesting concept. It's super interesting. And Michael Keaton has a voiceover in the trailer, so I'm excited to see what happens with that. Let's see what else. There was another trailer. Oh, Black Adam. Um, The Rock as Black Adam. He's the bad guy counterpart to Shazam, and it looks great. He looks. It looks. I mean, the teaser they show you is missing a lot of the special effects and stuff, but man, it looks. He looks great. He looks fucking menacing. You know, which is what The Rock needs because The Rock has been devolved into like this cheeseball character who's like plays generic strong guy action hero number three in any movie. And this is going to be the movie that really defines him in an interesting way because even though he's a good actor, we know that, but this is going to define him in an interesting way because he's a villain. He's a bad guy, like a really bad guy. You know, like the bad guy. You know, like Thanos level dangerous.
It's like a Sean Bean type bad guy. No, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It looks good. Black Adam looks good. I'm excited about that one.
Bladum.
Yeah, Black Ops. Bladum. Yeah.
It's like Black Adam or just Bladum. You know.
Yeah.
You know that
Oh,
movie's
boy.
on is free on YouTube with ads. I saw the tile for it the other day.
Oh, really?
What
The
movie?
promotion.
The promotion. Black Apples.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Mhm.
That's funny. Man, you know, I don't know that I ever saw that movie start to finish.
It's good.
I mean,
it's a funny movie.
Yeah. If you got a couple hours to kill, it's worth a watch. If you like comedy.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd go out of my way to be like, I need to go see this one. It's not like that good, but it's a good for killing 2 hours. It's passable. It's a serviceable comedy.
All right, cool. Well, let's see. What did I have going on this past week? Well, we were off on Monday. That was good. Always appreciated another day off. You know. Didn't do much during the week except, like I said, went to the dentist. Apparently, the last time I went to the dentist was 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
So there you go.
Hey, I remember you.
Yeah, I actually went because I had a problem.
Mhm.
Right. I managed
This
to crack.
time or 2014?
Now
Mm.
I managed to crack a crown,
Mm.
which the dentist was like shocked.
You're
He's like this.
You did what?
He's like, this should be impossible. Like that's what he said. He said we're gonna have to take it off and make a new one. You know, have a new one made for you. He's like, we'll use a stronger material this next go around. He's like, normally this material is good for 98% of my patients. He's like, but I guess you have too strong of a bite. That's what he said. I was
It's like your jaw muscles are so powerful. It's like you chew
Right.
rocks all day. It's like, yes, sir, I do actually. I chew rocks on a regular basis.
Yeah, kinda. The only teeth that can chew are teeth. No, but
Gross.
but yeah. So I went to the dentist. They had me do They're like, oh, we haven't seen you forever, so we're gonna do all the X-rays.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I had X-rays. I don't remember doing X-rays like this.
Mm-hmm.
They're like in front of me, over here, over there, over huh. Like it was ridiculous.
It's like, all right, now cough. Like, what are you doing?
But yeah, so did that. Did the deep cleaning that needed to be done. You know, because it's been a while. And yeah, it was
They
good.
use all the metal pokey tools, or do they use like a water pick kind of stuff?
Oh no, he was using metal pokey tools, and then he's like, all right, we need to go in the other room where we got the big guns.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, then it was like, you know, it was like, I mean, not like a drill, but
Right.
some kind of like
Like a
tool.
buffing machine.
Yeah, basically.
So now for the acid wash.
You know,
Prepare yourself.
like it was the real deal. You know. When I got out of there, I was like, whoa, and I was like,
It's
you like, I
so
can like,
slippery.
I can like feel the back of my teeth like now, like, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know, like,
It's like, when did these get here?
yeah, like what is this, you know? So anyway, yeah, obviously I need to go see the dentist more often and try to take better care of my teeth in general. But yeah, so I was glad I did that. Like I said, try to go on my adventure to get a sub an Italian sub, which ended in failure.
Mm-hmm.
And then I drove around Wheaton for a minute, just looking around to see what was up.
Cruising.
And I was like, man, this place has changed a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
And then and just said fuck it and just drove home.
It's a good
like,
developing city now.
Yeah.
There's apartments everywhere. There's a Costco. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Still no Walmart though. Thank God. Although there is a Walmart probably 3 miles down the road from me in the district. So.
But we don't go there.
No. I've driven by it at night. That's it.
Driven by it. I've seen it in passing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know where the Walmart was. I just drove by. I was like, oh, there's a Walmart. I was like, huh.
You're casing the joint.
It's right next to a police station.
For reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was, and like James said, him and his crew were here yesterday helping me get the place, get the apartment cleaned up and cleaned out here.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing away old stuff. Yeah, I had the 1-800-GOT-JUNK people here, all kinds of stuff. So,
do you call them the day of, or did you schedule this?
So this go around, I called them Thursday, and they came on Saturday. But last weekend, I called them at like 11 or 12, and they came at 2.
Nice.
The day of. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, can I just call them and like they'll come? And yeah, they just came. So I was like, all right.
Cool.
And it's funny, that day they came like right on time, and this time they were late. So
yeah, like 3 or 4 hours late.
Oh, well,
their window is between 2 and 4, and they came at like 4:30.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Still better than Comcast.
Yeah, true.
Yep, it's a pricey service, but it's worth it.
Yeah, on that level, it's definitely worth it.
You just get everything done. You don't have to worry about it. Especially when, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I've helped Michael move 2 times, I guess. 2 times, right, Michael? Yeah, 2 times. Since I've known you, you've moved twice. Maybe 3 times.
I moved
2 times.
2 times for you. Well, 3 times, really.
Since I've known you.
Well, from Georgian Woods to Winnicksburg Manor, right?
From Winnicksburg to this place.
And then, yeah, okay, so I guess it's twice.
So twice, yeah. So I've helped him move twice, and every time it's been a fucking ordeal. For all kinds of reasons. But one of the big ones is there's just a lot of stuff. Even if it's whether messy, clean, dirty, doesn't matter. There's just a lot of things. And when you're employing your friends for free to help you, sometimes the thing that keeps people coming back to help you is the fact that they don't need to do slave labor, putting things in the back of a truck, and then from a truck up a million stairs, around corners with couches and shit. Like, and I totally see the wisdom in like last time we didn't move. Last time he hired movers, and we just had to we brought some bags in. That was it. But the movers did all the and we put books on shelves. I think that's what we did that, and we brought bags in the house. But the movers brought in all the other things, the big thig
They brought in all the boxes, all the furniture, all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big difference.
Moving by yourself with more than like a pickup truck load, inadvisable.
Yeah, especially when there's stairs and shit. Like, it's just worth it to spend the money.
Well, there's no stairs here. So.
No, but I'm just saying, like, the last 2 apartments you lived in, McGarden style. Luckily you've lived on the ground floor almost both times. But the times, obviously, there's times when I've lived on the top floor of a garden style apartment. And we had to get a couch upstairs or something like that kind of stuff is just like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
I remember last time I moved out of that guard style, we just pitched trash bags of clothes out the window. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, we'll get the couch down. We need to have a pulley system and attached on the roof and just
Just tip
You
it
know,
off the balcony.
ease the couch down. I was like, wait a second, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, hold up.
I think
That's
what you know what I always realized I always thought, oh man, it got to be some rule against that. There's no rule against that. Like if you can develop, if you can figure out how to do it safely, you should totally 100% do that shit. 100%. Get it out there. Like it's easier. Like it's one of those. It's like a matter of investing the time to do something cool that's going to save you some time, even it might be a little bit harder on the front end. I'd rather be a little bit harder thinking about how to get it done and getting the things to do it than to be like, let's just carry it out, destroy our backs and spines and shit. Like, dude, that shit is soul breaking. And if you have people
Mhm.
helping you, they don't want to help you. They're like, no, I'm not coming back. I'll be back, and they leave.
Mm.
You know, I mean, we moving into my ex's house, we had somebody who came to help us. He helped us move one couch in, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I gotta go. I got a thing," and he never came back. I was like, he was there for an hour. I mean, he's a worthless human being, but I'm just saying in general, like, there's obviously a lot of there's a lot of people like that who just, you know,
Just pay for movers is what you're saying.
yeah, pay for movers, yeah, get movers, you know. So yeah, the God Junk people were fucking clutch at
Or
Michael's house.
or get guys
Don't
at
own
Home
things.
Depot.
Yeah, you could do that too. You got to have your shit all tightly organized, though. If you can do that, we've done that before too.
No, but right. I mean, you could do like, like you rent the truck yourself. If you're trying to do it like on the cheaper end, you can like
Yeah,
rent
sure.
the truck yourself, go get guys from Home Depot, and they help get the couch down. Let's say,
Yeah,
and the TV and the bed or whatever it is. Just the crazy stuff that you're like, oh, this sucks. You know. But yeah, I mean, hiring movers, yeah, is totally the way to go if you
yeah.
can.
I mean, the movies are just professional. That's the only thing. There's insurance and shit involved. You know, it's a good
True.
chance they're not going to break your TV. But we've done me and Yesenia moved out of that place. No, when we moved in, we got guys from Home Depot. We got like 3 Spanish guys from Home Depot to help us move. It was
Mm.
excellent. I bought them a 6 pack and gave them $20 each, or $20 an hour, I think, and it was way cheaper than Got Junk, and it worked fine. You know,
Yeah.
everything was in boxes or as furniture. It wasn't anything crazy or complicated. They didn't need to have a truck, nothing like that.
Remember my last place when I moved out and we had to go back and clean it up.
Hmm.
We went and got guys from Home Depot.
Yeah, to help us with that. Yeah,
We paid them a fair amount of money, but still not ridiculous.
yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah,
Maybe it was
was totally.
$100 each, or I don't remember how much it was.
Yeah,
But
probably $100 each and some beer.
James keeps on insisting he's giving these guys beer. I don't think he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we gave them beer.
I don't remember that, but
I thought I gave them beer. I don't know. I like giving
What a-
them beer.
They're like,
James is such
sir,
a racist asshole.
I'm 2 years sober. James is like, have a beer, dude.
I'm not racist. You know they like fucking Corona and shit, man. It's not fucking racist.
See,
That fucking Corona and the Michelada, you know those things.
And the Michelada. No, I mean, if it was
that's
anyone,
my thing.
if it was anyone, I'd give them beer. I mean, I feel like when you're doing a hard day's work, you need a cold beer. That's how I feel. I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird thing of me. I don't know, but that's how I feel. I feel like these guys are basically standing outside looking for work all day, you know? And it's like, man, maybe you want a cold beer. It's got nothing to do with them being drunk Spanish guys who love fucking beers.
Mm-hmm.
It's got nothing to do with that. Seriously, it doesn't. It seriously doesn't. If it was black guys or white guys, it doesn't matter. I get them a beer.
Fair enough, as long as they speak Spanish. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we jump into some news here? So we don't have a lot this week, but I came across this article on the Washington Post, and I was like, "What?" So the article is talking about how the Vatican has 3 jail cells, one prisoner currently, and all of a sudden they have a surge of people they're putting on trial. So I didn't realize that any of that was a thing, right? I guess I probably should have, but I never even thought of it, right?
You thought the Vatican City was completely lawless? Or there's only one punishment for every crime is execution? No need for a jail?
I mean, it's like saying the prison at the White House. Like, no, there's no such
Mm.
thing. I mean,
You know, the White House probably has a brig.
a
Maybe
brig.
not. That doesn't make sense.
They just lock you in your office. I don't know. But yeah, apparently they have Monsignor Carlo Capella. He's on a work release program, so he works in the Vatican, but then is their prisoner like at night, and he has a 5-year sentence for that.
For child
Um,
pornography.
yeah,
Yikes.
possessing and sharing child pornography. Okay. But then there's another. So the other thing they mentioned is the trials. So they had a trial. It says here the first sex abuse trial ended last week, absolving 2 priests. But it says a decision that will be appealed. Okay.
Mhm.
And then they have another case that's just starting up, potential financial crimes of 10 people, including Cardinal Angelo, I don't know how you pronounce that name, Bacciu, involved in a Vatican mega investment in a London luxury property. So, just so crazy. I didn't realize that this was all going on and this was a thing.
Mhm.
That was possible, So,
Well, it seems like you're a bit out of touch with your Lord and Savior, the Catholic Church.
yes, I don't know what's going on with the Holy See, Evan.
Right.
So,
That's what it's called.
yeah.
Okay. You mean
That's
the Holy Church? Is that what the C
No,
stands
the Holy
for?
See. No, it's C. It's
Like the
S
ocean.
E.
SEE.
Yeah, SEE. That's what you call the.
Ah.
I think the chair, right, is called the Holy See, Michael, and the chair is like. There's a whole thing, but it's called the Holy See. I forgot what it. I forgot. I don't know the explanation. Michael
I've
went to
never heard
Catholic
that.
school. He probably knows.
I really don't, but
No.
yeah,
Okay.
Evan. So there, I put the link in our video chat here.
Mm-hmm.
Holy See, and then you could also go to the Vatican or just Vatican.va. That's their website, and it's like the Holy See. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get it, but
Interesting. I also
it's a thing.
I clicked on the Wikipedia article and I did not realize that the Bishop of Rome, known as the Pope, I didn't know the Bishop of Rome was a title or position. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
didn't
if
either. But I
I
guess
wonder
that
if
makes sense.
I wonder if Pope does regular bishop work in Rome. Probably not, right? He probably doesn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably slides his feet into the backs of 2 nuns and he wears his slippers.
Yeah, okay.
And gets his hair brushed by a nude boy. Yeah, he doesn't take care of any bishop work in Rome.
James, please, Jesus, come on.
Stop attacking my beliefs.
Catholics are funny, man. They're hilarious people. Absolutely
It's
hilarious.
like I forgot. What religion are you theoretically?
Southern Baptists.
I'm sure they're all angels, right?
Oh yeah, they are. Well, they're not speaking tongues and yelling at snakes. Yeah,
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
yelling at snakes.
Were you exposed to people speaking in tongues and yelling at snakes?
Speaking in tongues, yes. Yelling at snakes, no.
How often was the speaking in tongues a thing?
I mean, at my
Weekly
church, it
occurrence.
happened every now and again, but we went to other churches and it was like, it was like very normal.
Really?
Depends on where you go.
That's
It's a
fascinating.
culture thing. Some churches have a culture where it's popular and people do it. It's not something. It's not like God's in them and then whatever. No, it's sheeple following other sheeple, popularity contest, all layers of that shit. That's what it is. It's all fake bullshit. You could talk yourself into doing anything.
It's fascinating.
The first time you
It
go
is
there, they
fascinating.
give you a tour, and they're like, "And this is our Viper room. Don't go in there alone unless
Yeah,
you're protected by God."
Yeah,
right.
it wouldn't surprise me.
And James, what's the official word for speaking in tongues?
Oh, fuck. It's a Galloflabia, Flagoblabia. What is it, Michael?
Glossolalia.
Glossolalia. There you go. I almost had it, buddy.
Close.
You did almost have it.
Glossolalia.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
What did I say? Flabby labia? Flabby labia. Yeah, glossolabia. Yeah, that's from Snow Crash, actually. So that's the only reason I know that word, Snow Crash.
Well, me too. Yeah, that's why it's important to read.
Mm-hmm.
You learn shit. Okay, well, enough about the Holy See and their great works. Let's go to the next article here.
I don't know if I classify that as their great works, Michael. That's more of a cleanup project.
I was being facetious.
Oh, okay. Well,
so all of these articles are mine, I guess. The next one it's on Yahoo News, but it's actually from Next Shark, which is, I don't know why that's the name of a thing, but it's a Asian-oriented news site. Next Shark. So right here, decorated NYPD officer charged with murder after shooting ex-girlfriend's new lover. So this woman, who's Asian, is a New York City police officer. She's 31 years old. She broke into her ex-girlfriend's house, waited until her ex-girlfriend came home with her new girlfriend in tow, and then she shot both of them.
What?
And she killed her ex-girlfriend's girlfriend, but only wounded her ex-girlfriend.
Why?
Well, I'm sure she was trying to kill them both. She just didn't. And so, and yeah, she can't. She was just there when when the officers got there and responded. It says she was calm and collected. Officers arrived on the scene. She said, "I shot them both," she told police.
Oh, God.
The gun's inside. You can take me in. Like, she just hung out. She's just there like, yeah, whatever. So
I respect that.
There you go. She was on the force for 5 years.
Amid the chaos, Lee reportedly managed to call 911. The responding officer said they heard someone in the background declare, "That's what you get."
Yeah.
Jesus.
Isn't that crazy?
I wonder what happened, dude. The thing is, people don't just go killing other people. Right? Like, people...
A jaded lover.
People get pushed. Like, I think Hollywood has portrayed this as like, we see this shit as like, oh man, she was a crazy, jealous lover, and so she went after her ex-girlfriend and her girlfriend, her new girlfriend, to destroy what she had, But in reality, this other chick who got shot could have been gaslighting the cop or doing any number of things, or could have treated her like shit. Like, we just don't even know. Like, how do you get to that place? I would love to know what happened behind this story. Like, how someone who's a police officer who knows the system, knows what will happen, went and did this.
Maybe 5 years of law enforcement is enough to reinforce a sense of immunity. You're like, yeah, I did it. What are you going to do?
I don't think so. I think she knows the open shut nature of this. I think if she wanted to get away with it, she could have just killed them. I think she was just done. I think she was just had it. I think she went in there knowing she was going to get caught because she knows she's a cop. She knows enough to kill she knows this other chick Lee's alive, Or she could have, I don't know, man. Maybe once she knew the girl called the cops, she's like, oh well, who knows?
Maybe she was about to be fired from the police force and realized she couldn't, afford her living situation anymore. So she was like, you know what? You know where I can get 3 meals a day and a place to sleep? Federal prison.
That could be too.
She's like, you know what? I'm mad at these people. I'm gonna fucking kill them. Why not?
That could be too. I don't know.
2 birds, 1 stone, as the proverb says. It's probably not the case, but I can dream.
Yep. Although, James, you're like, I wonder what's going on. Like, If you look on the side here at all the other stories, here's another one. Armed man ambushed ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend and killed him. Man on the run after shooting ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. Two accused of kidnapping, shooting at suspect's ex-girlfriend. So apparently this is going on all the time. I don't know.
I mean, I understand dudes doing shit like this. I'm always confused when women do it, even if they're lesbians. Like, I'm always confused when a woman kills a lover.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel like women are more... I don't know. If a woman's going to do something, I don't know. Who knows? I guess women can do this crime of passion shit too.
They'll just destroy you from the inside out. That's what he's trying to say.
I mean, women do that anyway, right? They do that anyway. That's why men die so much earlier than women. They slowly whittle us out like fucking.
We got nothing left. We're hollow shells of the man we used to be, James.
Yeah, we're just a black pilled hollow shell.
It's time that men like us go our own way.
That's right. 8 other men. Oh man.
What's that called, Evan? Or what's the acronym, or what is it?
MGTOW?
That's it.
What is MGTOW?
It stands for men that go their own way.
What does that mean exactly? Just like do your own thing?
They're like, you know what? I'm done with women. I'm going to live my best life. That's it. Fuck them.
Oh. Yeah,
it is quite closely tied to red/black pill stuff like that. Yeah. But it doesn't have to be, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that what that would even be. Like what would you do?
You would not date women, you would not be on Tinder looking at dating apps, you'd not be doing any of that. You would just be living your life for you.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, you should be doing that anyway.
Correct.
Agreed.
Like this highlights a problem.
But how many guys are just chasing women? Like that's all they do.
That's their sole pursuit.
No, I know, but that highlights one of the problems with men, right? Like even men who are ready to make a change are like, I know what I'll do. I'll live for myself. Like, no, bro, hold on a second. That's like saying, I know what I'll do. I'll start breathing oxygen. Like, dude, you've been breathing oxygen this whole time, man. And it's okay to do that. That's perfectly fine. Like, this is dumb. Like, it's stupid to me. It's like we were talking yesterday too. We had one of the people over who was helping Michael clean their house, and they said to me, they made a comment to me about I bought, I've been buying these little fucking models, right? Mm-hmm. Like this is a starfighter from Battlestar Galactica, right? So they made a comment to me about buying those. It's like, oh well, whatever. And Michael said, well, we'll be throwing it away next year when we help you move or something. It's being funny. And they were like, yeah, we sure will. Blah 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 blah. They're like, and I was like, no, you won't, because I'll break your fucking legs, And I was serious about that. And I was like, look, I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna buy whatever the fuck I want. I was like, why do you buy high heels? Why do you buy dresses? Why don't you just wear a cardboard box?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're allowed to have nice things and I can't have nice things just because you can wear yours and I can only look at mine? What's the difference? I don't understand. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem, right? Men need to stop thinking about the world of, I'm glad the alarm's coming off to remind me about who the fuck knows, the reminder that won't go away. But that's the problem, right? Men spend so much time buying things and doing things. They're like, I have a nice car because it impresses women. The pussy wagon, I have a nice house because women will appreciate this. Women will fuck me if my house is nice. I wear nice clothes and smell nice because of women. Men don't give a shit about smelling like sandalwood. Fuck out of here. I mean, and look, I definitely agree. Like, you should have a nice house, but because you want to have a nice house. Maybe because you want to impress your buddies, or because you want people to come to your house and be like, man, this guy's cool. Or whatever the case may be that makes you happy, but not because you're like, this will make chicks like me. Like, you shouldn't do things for that reason. If a chick likes you, it should be because you're a special dude, not because you have a nice house or a nice car or any of those things. None of those things should matter. And if that's the variable a woman needs to sell herself on you, you need to throw that fucking chick away and go do your own thing and start fresh. Simple as that. Like, this is a problem, but men have this fucking warped perception that you need to have guys. I'm red pilled. I'm doing something special. You're not doing anything special, bro. You know what you should have been doing the whole time. Live for yourself. Women do that shit. Women are like, you know what? I'm going to take some time for myself. They do that shit all the time. And they say, I'm not looking for a man. And next thing you know, some dude waddles into their life and you're like, he's amazing. That's what's going to happen with these dudes. Some fucking chick is going to waddle into their fucking lives and they'll be like, you know what? I haven't fucked a chick or had any pussy in like 2 years. This is great. And I've been focusing on me. And now this chick's paying attention to me. And I don't know how that happened.
Well, James, that's when all your training and semen retention comes in. You got to stay strong. But it sounds like you're on board with the movement. So,
I mean,
I'm pumped.
Oh, boy. All right.
You fell into the trap. He's like, they should be going their own way. It's like,
yeah,
exactly. All right.
I mean,
speaking of going your own way, what's up next? If you want to buy Shiba Inu, it used to be limited on the places where you could buy it, right? It wasn't available on all the major exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? Now it's been added to Coinbase.
why?
Big? Because people want it?
Because people want it.
Why?
Why?
Because all cryptos are the way of the future.
Shiba Inu. It is the Ethereum-based alternative to Dogecoin, is what they say here. And
Dogecoin's a meme coin. How can you have an alternative to a meme coin? That's just a direct copy of the one called Shiba fucking Inu. Go fuck yourself, whoever made this.
You're just mad you didn't think of it.
No, I'm not. It's a horrible idea. It's like all the people who are like, you've heard of Bitcoin, we're BitCash.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
We're bit
Bitcoin
this,
Cash.
we're bit that.
Bitcoin
we're
Cash.
bit this.
That's a real thing.
There's a million bits because everybody's trying to ride a fucking wave. Just wait. Every time. You notice they make a movie about going deep down in the middle of the earth and then 3 more companies come out with an identical movie. It's the same thing here. That's why I'm like, what dick riders are like, I need to hop on a new fad. That's all this is. It's fad hopping. I don't understand. Dude, fucking, what's his name, made a video about NFTs. What's his name? Gary Vee. Mm-hmm. Who I used to really like, Gary Vee. But after I started listening to him through the right lens, I realized this guy is just like...
Is he a hype man idiot?
I don't want to say he's a hype man idiot. Like, some of the things he says make sense. But he's sort of a hype man idiot, yeah. So, but he's talking about, in this video,
like
he's talking
expert.
about... Yeah, he's a trend. He's telling people how to trace trends. And this trend right now is like, become a social media influencer. You know? Okay, cool. What value are you adding? What thing are you making? You know? You're a brand ambassador? Go fuck off, bro. Like literally, who are you? I don't understand. You're not going to be... So, anyway, he's like... He's talking about NFTs. He's like, NFTs not a fad, you know? And I'm like, yeah, bro, it is. NFTs are a fad, okay? They're bad for the environment. I think that the NFT it's like beta, you know? What we need is the VHS equivalent.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yes.
Or DVD. Like Betamax brought video to homes. Okay, VHS democratized it for everybody. That's what we need. We need something that democratizes this for everybody. Buying Bitcoins and shit are too complicated. Okay, Michael, to get Michael's Bitcoins that he has, he's like, I had to buy Ethereum. Then I go jerk off this fucking Ukrainian guy, and he gave me this thing called Unidex, and then I used the Unidex to fucking suck this guy's cock, and now I bought this thing. Like, no, stop. It's too much stuff. Too many steps, too many things going on. Too many dicks in your hand. Like, it's too much stuff happening. I get it, and wow. I'm glad. That's how it feels from the outside. And I've said this for the longest time, and no one listens to me, but it's true. The most popular things are things your mother can just pick up. You know, Donald Trump became president because he advertised on platforms and advertised to people in ways they could just get access to. Twitter, the web, coming to them locally, that kind of thing. That's why VHS is so good. That's why beta was so bad. And that's why Bitcoin and all these other things are bad. They are a good example of turning digital goods into things that people can actually purchase and own and be like, this is one thing. This is that one version of this one digital good. That's what digital goods have needed for a long time. But this is not the right way to do it. There has to be someone's going to make something new that's better than all this, and this fucking NFT shit is going to go away, and all these Shiba Inu clones and all this shit that doesn't need to exist is going to go away where they need to go. Sorry.
Wow.
Not saying people who are making money in Bitcoin and shit are doing something
James,
wrong, but like all this clones are bullshit.
That is true. But a lot of these crypto things, like the main ones, like Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatever, I would say those are real and they're as accessible as buying stocks are.
Not saying they're not real. I'm not saying they're not real. All these things are real, but are they a fad? Are NFTs a fad? Yes. Is Shiba Inu a fad? Yeah, it is. Should it be real? No, but it is real. You can waste money on it. Absolutely. Just like you can go waste money on Dogecoin, a meme coin that the guy who made it's like, I don't know why you guys are buying this. You know?
Sure.
And so let me ask you something. If the owner of a shoe company who didn't actually make shoes, he just made cardboard with rubber bands around them and said, they're shoes. And he said they cost 1 penny. And anyone can buy them. And so you went and bought yourself a pair. You said, these are horrible. And you forgot you had them. Then all of a sudden, some famous person wore a pair, and everybody had them, and now the price went up. You're like, shit, I got in on something great. Guess what? They're still cardboard with rubber bands around them. Okay? They're still not a real pair of shoes. So then someone else says, we're going to make an even shittier brand copying that other brand. That is still not shoes. We're making another not shoes. Do you want in? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's like we are downgrading from rubber bands to twine.
Yeah, we're just using twine on ours. They're going to be even worse. I can't wait for you to get involved. Come on, bro. Like, I just don't understand. Like, it's because people can't touch these things that it's like, oh, it's no big deal. I'll just buy it, you know? But if you actually give it a second's thought and look at the basis of what this is, like, there's, like, the stock market is a casino. Okay? We all know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you buy orange juice, if you buy frozen orange shares on the stock market, it's based on some real thing. It's based on weather patterns and this and that and other thing. If you buy stock in UPS, it's because UPS is doing good. If you buy stock in Microsoft, they're doing good. If you buy Bitcoin,
you're supporting the CCP.
what? I mean, you're not supporting anybody. I don't know what it. I mean, look. I own Bitcoin. I own some Bitcoin. I own some Ethereum, and I own some Dogecoin. You know,
But Shiba Inu.
No, I'm not going to buy any of that. Because you know why? Because Coinbase is horrible. Me and Coinbase got permanent beef.
Just because you don't know how to verify an account or whatever doesn't.
That's not it. That's not it. Coinbase does not like my driver's license, and I don't know why. And either way, like, dude, the whole thing, it's just like it's like even more of a casino. Like, what is the price going up and down based upon? Interest? That's it. It's like literally not connected to the real world at all.
Well,
You know?
kind of. I mean, I think at least 2 countries have begun to implement Bitcoin as a national currency, and only one of those countries failed into oblivion after doing so. So, you know, we're making progress.
I was going to say, I know what you're talking about.
Which country is that, Evan?
One country totally
something in South
imploded.
America.
Yeah, they did it, and it was a huge mistake. It was a total debacle.
Is that the El Salvador, or is that the other one?
I don't remember.
It's Guatemala, El Salvador, one of these countries.
They're done
Basic,
now. They've been nuked.
I
the
mean,
whole
their
country's
country is
insolvent.
oblivion, so yeah.
No, they implemented it, but there was no thought put into like how can you sell? How can a person get like how can you buy a loaf of bread with Bitcoin?
Mhm.
And like you could buy something that's $1 or 1,000,000 pesos or 100 pesos or whatever. If a million pesos equals $1, whatever, hyperinflation, whatever. You can basically understand that thing. You can't understand 0.0007 bitcoins, but tomorrow it's 0.0065, and tomorrow it's 0.0063, and tomorrow it's fucking 0.0008. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was like, how do you educate people? How do you educate the locals? Like, you have a very low educational base in this country. How do you educate them about Bitcoin so they don't get scammed by like a BitConnect type situation? Like how do you fix any of this? And then there was like no one has cell phones, so how do they buy Bitcoin? Like, how does anyone do anything? Like, all the infrastructure needed to make Bitcoins work wasn't thought about. They were just thinking, oh, we're going to future proof our country, but it was a big mistake because there's too much connective tissue to make Bitcoin work for regular people. If you're not
Mike,
Michael,
it's your fault.
No one is me
No one asked you.
but me.
I mean, no one's us. I think if I put my mind to it, I could figure out, this stuff. I mean, but my mom can't. My mom doesn't have any fucking Bitcoin. I mean, fucking our listener almost got scammed by a BitConnect type scam. Orion.
Mm-hmm.
So most people probably can't figure this shit out. That's the problem with all these things. Most people aren't going to do what you did to buy the lucrative stock that you have. Your Bitcoin, not Bitcoin,
The Croatian
Unidex or whatever.
currency.
Yeah, your fucking Ukrainian pump and dump scheme you're involved in. Most people don't have the money to do that. Not the money. Yeah. Most people don't have the know-how to figure it out. It's just too many damn steps. So,
it is somewhat complicated. I will grant you that.
And that's you saying it. You're saying it's complicated.
I mean, now
Mr.
it's not complicated at all.
Mr. Full-Time.
Now I know how to do it. But
Michael's wearing slacks and a pair of loafers right now. Mr. Full-Time.
You wish. I gave that life up.
But wearing pants and shoes?
Yes.
He's a full-blown boxer briefs man now.
I'm like Jeff. Is it Jeff Bridges? Is that his name?
Oh, he used to wear robes. He used to wear robes everywhere.
Yeah.
Robes and sunglasses.
Yep. Exactly. Pulling a page out of Jamie's book.
That's right. A smoking jacket.
Oh, I should get one of those.
You should get yourself a smoking jacket and a nice ascot.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the bad guys in what's the Australian Crocodile Dundee? I think the bad guys in that movie had that. Really forget if it's the first movie or the second movie, where they have like Colombian drug dealers after him or something.
Mm-hmm.
You had a good memory. I don't remember that movie at all.
I think that was the second movie. Yeah.
Where they're in the outback.
Well, they're in New York City and then they're in the outback.
Yeah, that's the second movie.
Yeah.
The first movie, they're in New York City the whole time. Second movie, they go to the outback.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
All right. So Shiba Inu is on Coinbase. If you're like James, don't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like me, buy it, but with caution.
Mm-hmm.
And it is on Coinbase and Coinbase Pro.
How much is it going for now?
I have no idea. I know I have about $230 worth right now, which was I probably spent $75 to get it, a while ago. So, so after it's been added to Coinbase, I think that helped.
Yep.
Prop it up a little bit. So, all right. I mean, it's worth nothing, I think I have 10 million shares of it, or whatever you call it. So James, Korean entertainment, go.
Um,
Squid Game.
yeah, no, sorry, I was looking at the value of Shiba Inu. Yeah, so Squid Game. Where to start, man? So I watched it before it got popular, just because the name was ridiculous.
Are you gatekeeping?
I'm not gatekeeping. I mean, I saw it on Netflix, just like everybody else, but I just saw it before it was like #1 in the country, So Netflix has brought us Korean entertainment for maybe a year or so now, where they'll have a bunch of Korean shows pop up. Some K drama, lots of dramas, lots of weird shows. I saw one called Vincenzo. It's about a Korean guy who was a consigliere of an Italian mafia family, and the whole family was killed off, so he took their money and he went back to Korea, and he gets involved in a plot with a Korean mafia, Korean gangsters, and he, of course, is a badass because he's worked with the Italian mafia, so he goes around. But it's like, I thought he was going to go around killing people, but instead he goes around, like, being serious, and then there's this kind of
Deadly serious. Yeah.
no, there's a kind of tropiness to Korean shows, and you'll normally have a serious guy, a fat or kind of a slapsticky guy, and that person could be a female also, and then you'll have a relation, like a romantic relation for that character, and then everything else that goes on outside of that algorithm, that system or whatever, and the story does whatever it does on the outside. That's how most of the shows are when they're not character, but they have center around one or two people. Squid Game is basically a battle royale. So if you're familiar with, I think there's a Japanese movie called Battle Royale, exactly called Battle Royale, where the name comes from for all this shit. And yeah, that's based on an anime, which is based on a manga, which is based on a light novel about a bunch of kids they're delinquents, and their school takes them to an island where they all fight to the death, and the winner gets to go home.
And that original novel is based on a cave painting
Yeah.
done by ancient Japanese people.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, this type of, in Japan, they're called survival games. I guess America, we call them battle royales, but it's based on that Japanese movie. A lot of Korean stuff some of it's like Vincenzo, like the thing I just told you about. This particular thing is a very Japanese thing. So there's a Japanese anime called, and let me look it up and find the name here. Let's see. It's Kaguri, I think it is. Kaiji. Yeah. Kaiji. So Kaiji is very similar to Squid Game in a lot of ways, but it's also very different. But if you've seen Kaiji, a lot of the notes from Kaiji have been masked onto Squid Game, and Kaiji is still ongoing. It's been going on for several years now in the manga, and I think it has a 45 episode anime or something like that. That I'm not trying to take anything away from Squid Game. It's quite good, but when I saw it, I was just like, okay,
derivative trash. Okay.
No, not that. I wasn't blown away. I was just like, okay, but I'm used to Asian cinema, right? And this is all very common. These themes are extremely common, and in anime, they're extremely, extremely common. Like survival games and anime are just like this are very normal.
How did this get so popular? Because Netflix put it on the front page or whatever?
No, I think Americans. So some people have said that Squid Game is interesting because it lacks a lot of the American-y culture war stuff that most American media has now, where like no matter what you're watching, there's a little taint of political stuff in them, like, oh, we're making some kind of a statement about something, you know. And this doesn't have any of that. Like, it's just not a thing. Um, I don't think that's it. It definitely has a real. If the even though the story is very unrealistic, it has the characters are very real feeling. They feel very like heartless and very like they feel like basically the whole theme is these people are all in great financial debt, like millions of dollars, of US dollars, billions of won, which is the whole thing is based in won, the Korean currency, but billions of won, like a lot of money. And so basically the whole idea is some of them are homeless, some of them are like they've signed over their physical rights to their body, like they're gonna sell their organs, like they're all in. They have gambling problems. All of them are fucked up. There's an old man with a terminal disease. There's a young girl who was duped into being there. There's a Indian guy who was duped into being there. He's an immigrant worker with no money. I mean, the whole thing is kind of fucking crazy in that sense. So, the characters are really good, and because it's a TV show, they spend a lot of time with the characters in every episode. But this is something that Asian media has done for a long time. Like in anime, it's extremely common to have a character is unfurled to you in multiple episodes, similar to like Lost. Like Lost is a horrible show, to use an example, but in Lost they did this where they connect you with the characters a little bit every season. But Lost was more like here's a bunch of filler that you don't necessarily care about, and in these things, and then in Asian cinema, Asian TV, it's more like things you need to know about the character, interesting exposition about each character over the span of several episodes. So that's common in anime. It's common in these Korean shows. Americans don't do that, and I think so. I think if you're not familiar with anime, you're not familiar with Korean cinema, Korean TV shows already. All this is foreign to you, and it's going to be a refreshing breath of fresh air. And I think that's what happened. I saw it. I was just like, okay, I don't get it. I mean, and the ending was very unsatisfying. It was not a good ending at all. But the 90% of the show, excellent and worth watching. The ending, whatever. But yeah, I think most people saw it and they were blown away because not familiar with this type of media. Simple as that. And it's so funny. Like I have people who like Star Wars, right? They like love Star Wars, and I told them, hey, there's Star Wars animes on Disney, and they're like, I'm like, bro, just relax, all right? Like I don't get the bias against like animated stuff. I really don't.
But it's
like
a cartoon, James, for kids.
I don't even think that's
like
it's
Family Guy is for kids.
Yeah, exactly. Family Guy is for 12-year-olds.
South Park is for kids.
Yeah,
it's true.
But the thing is, I don't think they think of anime the way they think of like South Park or Bugs Bunny. Even they don't think of it like that. They think of it as like maybe like sexualized, gross, weird, that kind of thing, weebish. They're still thinking anime. They're still thinking anime as in like when I was in high school and you said I'm into anime and they'd say, well, beat him up and lock him in the in his locker. Like that's what they're thinking about anime. They're not thinking Bugs Bunny and shit like that. Not at all. Like they know in their minds they're not going to show a kid anime. They know what it is. They just think it's fucking for weirdos or something. It has a weird stigma associated with it.
True.
You know what anime I was watching the other day, James? And I don't watch anime very often, but I'd seen this one before. Read or Die.
Oh yeah, that's one of your favorites. One of your ones you like.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
With Agent Paper.
Mm-hmm. That is a good one. Read or Die is pretty great.
Evan, she's this really nerdy girl who she just loves books, and she's like literally like has a rolling suitcase that she carries with her everywhere, and it's just full of books. and she's just going to bookstore, like, oh, you have this book, you have this book, like just getting all these books. And then but in the first one you watch, she can control paper, and so I don't know why she has like a stack of paper with her. I guess just in case something happens, but like she could like fan it out and like make it any shape she wants, whatever. She stops bullets with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like she holds a piece of paper in front of her, like someone shoots at her, she's like douche, and she just brings it, and the bullet just flattens against the piece of paper. You're like, what? Like,
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty cool, honestly. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy, but
It's the thing is about anime, they can take those moments that we all wish for, where you looked cool, and it makes it as real as it possibly can be. Like that whole thing he's talking about with the paper. Like it looked cool. It looks cool. When she does it, it looks fucking cool. In a way that you can't look in real life. You're not gonna look cool doing shit in real life. Anything you do in real life, you strike a pose in real life, you're gonna look fucking cheesy. You're like, huh? You look like a fucking nerd, douchebag. Like that is not cool. But in anime, that shit looks fucking cool. You do that superhero pose shit where you got one knee up and one foot down, and you get your fist on the ground like this. You don't look cool. If people tell you look cool, they're lying to you. You don't look cool. You look like a fucking dweeb.
Can't wait to see the paper bullet TikTok challenge.
Yeah. Exactly. I can't wait to see that either. That'd be good.
I don't know if people know about this anime. It's
pretty old.
And it's a little older now, so yeah. Anyway, so sorry, James. I kind of hijacked your
No, that's it. That's all I had.
your thing. All right, so Squid Game. I didn't put it in here. I think we've talked about it before, but I'll just go ahead and mention it. Evil. There's a TV show called Evil.
Yeah, you told me about that.
So, it's pretty much on Paramount Plus, although I was able to watch it through other means. And so season 1 had already come out. It was on Netflix until recently. I think they pulled it like within the last 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
But season 2 has now been fully released on Paramount Plus, and so I finished
Catholic
watching.
Guilt horror.
Yes, as demons and angels, and is the person just crazy? Are they just a serial killer, or are they demonically possessed, or whatever? And yeah, it's pretty crazy, and it's pretty good. It's even got the bad guy from Lost in it. And he's the bad guy.
Go figure.
Yeah.
You know what else just got a season 2 release?
What's that?
Another Life with Katie Sackhoff.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
What is she doing?
I watched season 1 and I'm looking forward to season 2.
Evan. How
So
could you?
it got like the last
Tell me, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, no, the last like 2 to 3 episodes of season 1, horrible, just disappointing, bad acting. I don't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
The premise was kind of interesting. We'll see where season 2 goes. But I did watch season 1, and it was okay.
Okay. I might have to check it out. I'm waiting for our show on Amazon to come back.
Expanse.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
They do they get renewed?
Yeah.
Last season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question, Evan. What did you like about Another Life or whatever?
So some of the situations on the ship seemed like stuff you would have to actually deal with. Like there's a mutiny. I thought the ship's artificial intelligence was interesting.
It's an interesting idea.
And spoiler alert, not that anyone probably cares, but it spawns another artificial intelligence, which is like, oh, I'm here now too. for some purpose, it was like, oh, we need you to take over because I'm corrupted. So I'm gonna give you all the commands and shit like that. And then they're like, okay, back to normal now. You're done. And they're like, no, I'm gonna stay here. I'm like, oh shit. And that's where season 1 ends, basically.
Oh, okay.
The
Interesting.
I'll say like the alien craft. Do you guys know what it does? When you approach it, it opens up and it's like, ooh, come on inside. And then a copy of you comes back out.
Okay, I figured it was a copy or something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Either that or it was invading people or something, like body snatchers, that kind of thing.
It was interesting enough that I, watched through the first season, and we'll see how season 2 turns out.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's
there are
like
far better sci-fi shows. Don't
It's
expect much.
It's so much like, dude. I know Randy, our listener, loves that. He loves that show. He's like, I love it. It's great. Dude, to me, it's like Lower Deck, like live action Lower Decks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so bad. I love Katie Sackhoff to death. I think she's great, and I think she deserves great things. But man,
There's some interesting scenarios. There's some noble sacrifice. There's some, realistic situations where they have to wake up. They're like, all right, this guy, he can't cut it. Let's wake up his replacement.
So let me ask you a question. Noble sacrifice. There's the really the bitchy chick who sacrifices herself. Yes, you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
So let me ask you a question.
With a doctor, but yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. And this is a serious question, Michael. You can answer this too. When you're watching a TV show, or a movie, or whatever, and you enjoy it on first watching, you enjoy it, and you don't have a problem with it, and then either someone else from the outside or you watch it a second time and you're exposed, you have more time to like process and look deeper, and then everything falls apart. Now, is that show bad because it fell apart on the second viewing?
No.
Or because you gave it more time? Or should you just enjoy the show for what you received from it the first time and not worry about and not expect shows to hold up to multiple viewings and their kind of like the complexity sort of fall, like things start to not make sense? And I'll give you an example. The girl who sacrifices herself on that show, right? The entire show, she's an utter bitch. And she's completely worthless. Mm-hmm. She tries to mutiny the first time, and she tries to mutiny twice, I think. Okay? She's literally adds nothing, and she's a disease in the ship. If I was a captain, I'd be like, oh, you gotta go back. You gotta go back in. Mm-hmm. You're not done. You gotta go back in the cooler. Yeah. We're bringing out your second shift replacement. Yeah, we're bringing your replacement out. Something happened to you in the cryo sleep. I would not have tolerated any of this shenanigans, right? And then all of a sudden she grows a conscience or something and says, I'm going to just, whatever. It doesn't even fit her character. It doesn't even make sense, And I think there's a lot of things they could have done to fix this, like giving us more about her in that episode or several episodes leading up to it, like made her a human being. But there's nothing, like when she dies, you don't care because she's like a horrible person. Mm-hmm. All she has going for her, she's hot. Like I'd love to stick my pecker in her, but that's really it. She's otherwise horrible.
You're definitely like, how are you number one?
Yeah. So, and I mean, the whole show is filled with inconsistencies, character inconsistencies, where you're like, why is this person doing this? And like, this doesn't even make sense. Like the chronological order of things doesn't make sense. And it's like, if you've ever read a science book, so much of this shit doesn't make any sense. They're like, we're not going to go through the black hole because we could hit a planet. Like, bro, you're not going to hit a planet.
Like that's your reason not to go through a black hole?
Yeah, that's or whatever the like dark space, whatever they made up shit. We could hit a planet. Like you're not going to hit a planet. I pay you money. You're not going to hit a planet. Mm-hmm. I'll bet you all the world's life savings. You're not going to hit a planet. Okay, planets make up like 0.0000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000 of space and space. Space is infinitely empty. You're not going to hit a planet, bro. Just fly through. Why would you make a detour? The detour they made takes them so far out of into the crazy world. Doesn't make any sense. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, so many things about the show don't make sense. So, is the show a bad show? Or if you sat down and enjoyed it, is it okay? It's fine, whatever.
You're allowed to enjoy a bad show.
I agree.
Okay, but you enjoy bad shows for different reasons. Like, you enjoy Manos: The Hands of Fate, not because
Well,
it's excellent sci-fi. You
that's
enjoy it
different.
because it's bad.
That's
Yeah,
different.
yeah. Another Life isn't like that. You don't enjoy it because it's bad. You're not like, this is bad good.
No, but I mean, I've enjoyed things that are probably objectively bad, you know, and I don't mean like Manos: The Hands of Fate, where you're just like, what is this? Like, what are we watching? You know?
Yeah.
I don't
I
mean
mean,
that.
The more
That's like
you,
comically bad, you know? Like, I mean like a show that's like or a movie that's like probably garbage, but you're like, I enjoy it. It's fun or whatever, you know.
yeah,
Whatever it is.
and the more you try to like pick it apart and identify the inaccuracies and flaws and everything, the less you're going to enjoy it. So I'm with Mike. It's fine to enjoy, you know, mediocre sci-fi, and I think it also, to elaborate on that, like what you like about sci-fi, what you would consider high quality sci-fi, like audiobooks, tells you all the details. Like, this is why we use the ingredient in this, you know, sustainable dish in space. I'm like, I don't give a shit about that. Give me like big picture stuff.
Right.
So I enjoyed Another Life enough. Is it good? Would I recommend anyone to watch it who has not heard of it or laughed about it? No.
What about Lucifer?
I have no intention of watching it just based on your description. I think it's ludicrous. But can it be fun? Sure.
Lucifer is like, I think when you come to stuff like Lucifer, though, the problem is, like, definitively we know what space is. We don't know what heaven and hell could be. Anything you imagine it to be. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the problem with this. The comparison is like, Lucifer is a show about a guy who loves a girl, and the guy happens to have a complicated history. Basically, that's what Lucifer is, and he has some special powers. That's basically what it is. Like, it could be anything. He could be Batman.
It's a complicated history, aka his name is Lucifer. He's the spot. He is Satan. Like,
I'm just saying,
he's a bad boy. He's got a complicated.
But he has an affinity for nightclubs.
I mean, but if you think about it, like, he could be Batman or Superman or anything. Sure. Like, that's literally, like, you could shoehorn anything into that. He could be a man who actually is a dolphin whose brother is actually an eagle. Like, it is like, it could be anything. Lucifer is just like, ooh, Lucifer, but, you know, it's like, it could be anything. But the space shit, there's like just rules to this shit. They're just like, you know, and like, there's a cognitive disconnect in a lot of things. And look, this is not just about space. Stories where characters exist, things have to make sense. You know, people don't just do stuff in real. Like, for me, I'm disconnected, not because, and I get what you're saying about, like, oh, this ingredient exists in this thing because of these reasons. Like, I do enjoy that about sci-fi, right? But just in general, when you watch a movie, right, you want your disbelief to be suspended about why the characters do a thing. And if the characters nonsensically now commit suicide or whatever, or nonsensically, like, I'm taking over the ship because of blah, blah, blah reason, you're like, what? Why? Or she's like, I'm just going to kill him. Mm-hmm. Like, the second episode, she just kills the guy. Or he just decides he's going to kill her.
Yeah.
You know, like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
My takeover didn't work. I have to eliminate
it. How did someone so unstable get to go on this mission that, like, is supposed to save humanity? Like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's fair.
Like, the movie's full of stuff like, the show's full of stuff like that. And it's not just that show. There's lots of shows, basically a writer is sitting in a room and he's like, I need to get from point A to point B, and I don't care how I get there. I don't care what I force characters to do outside of their character arcs or who they are as people. I'm not going to give any thought to that person's history or to make them a character that is a real person. None of that matters. I'm just going to get from here to here, and that's what you see. That's my problem with Another World. Not that it's like scientifically loose. I could tolerate the whole dark space black hole bullshit. I could tolerate that. Like, fine, get us from A to B, whatever. With science, science is not a character. You know what I mean? But like the characters need to do shit that makes sense.
No, science is a MacGuffin.
It is a MacGuffin. You're right. Anytime there's science in a thing, you're right. It's a MacGuffin. But I mean, you watch a show, the characters have to do the shit that makes sense for them. Especially when you have a ship with like 12 or 13 people on it that you're going to see every episode. That's so. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't like the show. Like I said, Randy likes the show. You like the show, and I'm really always battling about like because I'll watch a show and I'm like, why does anybody like this? Even I was like that with Squid Game. I was like, why are people so excited about this right now? It's a million shows like this. I didn't understand. And even now I don't understand. And I went online and Googled why do people like this. I watched a bunch of reviews, try to figure out like the Critical Drinker. He liked it, and he doesn't like anything. I was like, why does anybody like this fucking show? People like it, and it's literally a million shows just like it in movies. You watch fucking what's it called? No one's even talking about like Battle Royale, which is identical to this, but more gritty. Matter of fact, I saw an episode. I got tricked, right? I went to this guy's video. It's really funny. I have to find the video. I'm not gonna link him because he's a piece of shit. But it's like some regular looking like okey doke white guy, and he's like talking about how Squid Game. He's like, his title of the video was like, "I'm not going to watch Squid Game, and you shouldn't either." The review. So he failed, number one, because he reviews Squid Game, has never seen it. Anything about it. He reads an article that says it's an ultra violent. A lot of people complaining because the show's too violent. It made it sound like everybody's complaining about the show, And then he implied that Netflix's numbers are bullshit and that its streaming numbers aren't actually real. And then I look and I say, oh, like the suggested channels are like the Daily Caller and what's that Jewish guy? The Jewish obnoxious Jewish guy, Ben Shapiro. Like his one of his buddies is Ben Shapiro, and I was like, oh, and I click on his fucking channel to see all the things, and it's all culture war shit. It's like all clickbait shit. It's like trans girls think you should do what? This fat girl thinks you should date her, and she's gonna tell you why on TikTok. Like I'm like, okay, this guy is a conservative troll. That's what this is. It's not a real thing. So then I was like, okay. So basically, I didn't find anybody who didn't like the show, and the show's a serviceable, okay show. So anyway, I digress.
Well, okay then.
So you guys should watch it. I would love to get your opinion on it. I know. Evan is not going to watch it. Evan probably won't watch it. Michael might watch it. And when season 2 of Another World comes out, I will probably watch it. I watched the season 1. I just don't remember how it ended. And I remember being like, oh my God, what's this? Fast forward. So I'll watch the second season. Just because I want to see if it's better, if they learn anything.
Yeah.
All right. James, nothing in game theory?
No, New World is still playing it. That's it. Nothing to proclaim about that. It's a basic RPG. I will say this: it hasn't cracked up. It's not the game that is going to change gaming.
It's not the WoW killer.
No, it's another RPG that learned a lot of lessons from WoW and then didn't learn anything on WoW. It's kind of weird the way they design the game. Like every time I play it, I have a new inconsistency with the thing. The economy is really weird, and like there's no guild storage or guild house. But the whole game is all. It's kind of sad actually. The whole game is about grinding. Mm-hmm. The whole game, people keep telling me, James, this is how MMOs are. You got to get used to it. This is how MMOs are. And I'm like, why do you guys settle for this? Like, why do you settle for mediocrity? You should want to play a game not because the game traps you inside it and forces you to grind for everything. Like, there's no mounts in the game. And the reason there's no mounts in the game is because they have this convoluted system of travel where you can either A, run your fucking donkey ass across the map, or you can fucking use Azoth to travel from teleportation station to teleportation station. And that's fine, but depending on how much you weigh and how much shit you're carrying, the Azoth costs more, and they only dole out the Azoth every now and again. So you get 10 Azoth for killing this boss, or 10 for doing this dungeon, or 1 here or 1 there. They give you little eeny weeny bits of it. Basically, it's all about grinding. Every layer of the game is about grinding. You know, so you're always harvesting, no matter what level you're always harvesting and digging and in the muck, like fucking killing alligators for their skin, like it's fine, I guess that's how these games are, but I would rather the game be really good and make me want to constantly be like, this game is so great, I want to play it, I mean, Evan plays Quake like a fucking cocaine addict. He's been playing it for like 36 years. So the game is good. He enjoys it. There's a reason.
Him and 13 other people. Huh?
Well, I'm just saying.
3 dozen.
If Evan and several thousand people across the world are still playing Quake, I mean, I'm sure it is at least that many.
He's like,
but
you know how many birthdays there are a year? Hundreds. Literally hundreds.
But look, for how many ever number of people, like people are, there's something about the game they enjoy, right? And this games need to try to strike that balance to me, not trap you in the game. And the thing is, they built a lot of hype and didn't expose all this grind to people, even though people thought that people, I think people played the beta and they're like, oh, but if you don't play for 2 weeks, you don't really understand that, yeah, walking across the map is going to get fucking tedious fast. Constantly not being able to travel, constantly not having any money, constantly like not being able to carry stuff, have to go here, go there to do this. Like I gotta do all my cooking in this place. I gotta go all my arcana, all my potion making in this other place. And I wanna give a potion or a jewel that I made to somebody. I gotta pick it up here, go there. Dude, this morning I got online just to go. I got online for 15 minutes, logged in, went somewhere, made someone a gem, made someone a special a meal to help them boost their logging. Then I went back over here, gave that to them, then went back over here, bought the materials, and went back finally to the final destination, and then logged off. And that cost me like 300 Azoth. So I'm thinking, like, I'm literally thinking in the back of my head, how am I going to make up that deficit? Because all that, like, 10 minutes of traveling around cost me a week's worth of grinding Azoth. So I'm going to have to do a lot of questing to get that level back up. More than a week's worth, at least. Maybe a good day, a solid 9 hours if I'm lucky, but it's probably not going to be like, I'm not going to get paid 9 hours straight. So, yeah. Anyway. It's a fun game, but I don't know. I'm hoping for Ashes of Creation next year. We'll see. That one should be like the game you want to play, and not the game that you're like, oh, Jeff Bezos has a gun to my head.
Is it another MMO?
Yeah, it's another MMO.
Grind.
Basically. It's like you're being trapped in a shopping mall.
Mm-hmm.
There's no windows, no clocks. You're just inside. Yeah, like an IKEA. You're just inside wandering around from place to place looking at fucking placemats named Flugenbloggen.
Wow, okay.
It's fine Swedish craftsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
Made in the Philippines.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I have a story about that getting lost, and that's what I wanted to save for the show. I mentioned it before the show. So we'll just skip on down to the Yum update. So last night I went to Fogo de Chao.
Right? Okay.
And I went to the one in Rockville, or as they like to call it now, North Bethesda.
Mm.
It's at the new redesigned area called Pike and Rose. It's where
sounds fancy and uppity.
Yeah, it's where Toys R Us used to be a million years ago.
Oh yeah.
That used to be called Mid Pike Plaza, and now it's Pike and Rose. So lots of stuff there now. Actually, it's like.
Isn't your favorite French restaurant there?
I don't know. What's my favorite French restaurant?
La Madeleine or whatever.
That place
I,
gone. I think out of business.
That's probably gone. I don't know. I haven't seen it in 20 years.
I've never been to one. So.
Oh. I thought you were like,
Dude,
they got the best French onion soup in the world.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
okay.
I
Evan
feel like
doesn't know
that's
me
like.
at all.
I feel like that's like French fries, right? Like the French people actually eat French onion soup. Is that actually a French thing?
It's just called onion soup over there, James, of course.
Yeah, exactly. No, I actually have no idea. But so I went to Fogo de Chao, parked in a parking garage. Now there's like 17 different parking garages, like all over the place. And you remember we went there one time, Evan.
Nope. I don't
Um,
remember any parking garage in that area.
well, I don't know where you parked, but it was Kushi Sushi.
That's a different place.
That's the same Pike and Rose.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the same
Okay.
place.
All right.
It's
when
the same.
you said
It's the same massive complex.
unless I'm like way off, which could be because I haven't been there in a while. I remember when we went to the sushi place, and I remember those parking garages. But when you said the Toys R Us used to be on Rockville, I was thinking like the one that was next to Bally's and like the Jaguar dealership.
Mm-hmm. It's the same
Really?
area. Yeah.
You sure?
What do you think's there now?
I don't know.
Yeah, nothing. It's Pike and Rose.
It seemed like a way different place, but okay.
Well, they redesigned everything. Redesigned the road, redesigned everything. But anyway, so I parked in pretty much the same garage that you and I had parked in. That one time, and I walked out of there, and I was like, all right, where the hell's the damn restaurant? Like, so I wandered around till I found it. So met up with the people I was meeting up with, had a great meal, yada yada yada. If you've never been to Fogo de Chao and you like eating meat, definitely it should be on your list. But so we all finished our meal, parted ways. I walked back the way I'd come, and then promptly was like, "Oh shit, now what?" Dude, I ended up in another garage, went up to the floor I thought might be right, and was like, nope.
Oh
jeez.
I was like, this is the completely wrong garage. Like, okay, cool. Went back down, found a place to sit, sat down, and just thought for like a good 5 minutes. Like I was sitting there like, okay. Like I remember seeing this before. I literally had to like sit there and like think about it and like, all right, I was there. I pull out the phone, I'm looking at the map, I'm zooming in, like, okay, there's this, there's that. I was finally like, all right, I think I was in that garage. So I get up, start walking, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. Okay. And I finally went up there, found the car, all that. I was like, all right, cool. But I was like, Jesus Christ.
Doesn't your phone have the thing that tells you where you parked?
I don't know, man.
It's
Probably.
built in the Androids. The Androids have that.
I'm pretty sure this does, but I've never used that feature and I don't know how. So
It's not a feature in Androids. It just happens. You park your car, it just tells you.
the fuck.
You don't have to turn it. I'm serious. You don't have to turn it on or anything. It's not. It's nothing. It's not locked behind a Jobsian paywall. You don't have to buy a $700 pair of Wi-Fi headsets or headphones to use it. It works. It just works.
It just works. Oh, sounds like Apple.
Mike,
So, yeah.
I know you didn't realize, but with your iPhone 13 Pro Deluxe Edition, your car's location is in a secure enclave, which is inaccessible for security reasons.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
It's not your fault, really. I mean, it is for buying an iPhone, but there's only so much a man can do.
Yeah, I'll have to. I know there's a way to do it. I just don't know how, so I gotta look into how the fuck you do that. Because I'm a fucking idiot, obviously. Couldn't even find my damn car. That was like a good 25 minutes.
Are there signs inside those parking garages that you could take a picture of, like I do at the airport?
That say what?
I don't know. Garage name, floor that you're on.
I
something
got
like
the
that?
floor. I remembered the floor I was on, but
Okay.
I didn't know how to identify which garage it was. So I didn't see an easy way of doing that. But yeah, obviously I just need to pay more attention next time. But yeah, that was fun. I was like sitting there. I was like, I'm never gonna find the car. Like that's it.
Just wait till everyone else leaves, and there you go.
And there you go. What?
Then you can walk around to each of the garages and see easier.
Yeah, because I don't even have a remote, so I can't like boop boop. Where's my car? Oh, there it is. Like, not a thing, right?
You could call an Uber and be like, "Look, my car is somewhere in the maze of garages here. I need you to drive me through each of them and find it."
Yeah, yeah, it's an idea. Next time though, I will just pay more attention and or employ technology to my advantage to locate the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was fun. Uh,
You could pay for a valet too, probably.
yeah, I don't know if they do that there. And yeah, last night there was a fucking madhouse there. James, I don't know how it was for you last weekend.
It's crazy.
Was it?
Yeah, it's
Was
crazy.
it like a lot of people dressed up like they're going to prom?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, we had a lot of that. I was like, what the hell's going on? Like,
it's homecoming season.
no, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It was packed when I went in there. So we went in. Did you make a reservation?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We called and made a reservation. But there's a lot of people who just kind of showed up. So there's a line. When we left, there was a line like outside around the block.
Mm.
And with the whole place, it's like wall to wall people. Honestly, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was like that with us too. But we had made the reservation days in advance. So
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, we called like an hour. We like, luckily we went on open table and we got something within an hour. And it was actually we literally got there and they got a seat for us. It was like worked out really nice. We didn't have to wait or anything.
oh,
It's
that's
pretty
good.
good. Reservations pay for sure.
Yeah,
I was impressed with
definitely.
Fogo de Chao. I liked it a lot. It's my first time being there. It was nice.
Yeah, and I was telling Claudia yesterday. There's a couple other places. There's Texas de Brazil, which I still need to go check out.
Yeah, she was telling me we got to do that place.
Although apparently the one I don't know if there's another. There's probably more than one location, but I was asking my buddy yesterday. He's like, "Yeah, it's at Fair Oaks Mall." I was like, "Oh God, okay." So that's kind of far. Um,
Yeah.
but then there's also a place called Chima, which is at Tyson's Corner.
Yeah, Claudia
Um,
was saying she wants to do that one next.
yeah. Well, maybe I'll join you guys for that one.
We'll see
If
if we can make it
you
a
guys.
if we can make it a big enough thing and make it worth my while. Then I'll go. I'm not interested in eating all you can eats in fucking Virginia. I hate going to Virginia with all my fucking heart and soul,
Well, going to Tyson's isn't that bad. So
dude. Fucking Virginia, get out of here. Parking's a bitch. Driving's there a bitch.
well, when I've been to the Fogo de Chao in Tyson's, you can do valet parking. So I've
Oh,
done
that's
that.
nice.
I've done
Valley's
that,
nice.
and it's cheaper than. It's funny they go park it in the garage that's right there. If you went and parked in the garage yourself, which you can do, it
Mhm.
costs more.
Hmm.
So you're better just to do valet parking. It doesn't even, we used to park on the street around the corner, and it's free, but that's a
Yeah,
whole menagerie. So I'd rather just pay the $5 or whatever the fuck it was for valet parking and be done with it.
yeah.
That's how they get you, but in
That's all right.
reverse.
I'm paying for. I like paying for convenience now. You know, it's okay.
Yeah, you should. If you have the money to enjoy convenience, why wouldn't you enjoy it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have to bankrupt yourself, but you definitely don't have to fucking. I'll just walk 7 blocks from the parking space.
Mm-hmm.
What are you, an idiot, to save fucking $3? What's your time worth, bro?
Right.
That's the question you always ask. What is your time worth?
Exactly.
Anyway,
Exactly. So, um, yeah, tonight, Kenny's.
there we go.
That's a good choice.
That's it. That's it. I'm decided. I'm like, that's it. I'm gonna order the shit online and then drive over there.
You know what I did yesterday
It's
when
gonna
I
be
left your
fucking great.
house?
What's up?
I went to District Taco.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, I ordered and had them walking out to my car because I was fucking hurting so bad. Dude, that was super satisfying. That was great.
What did you get?
I got a steak burrito, and then I got three chicken tacos or steak tacos or something. One chicken and two steak tacos. Their tacos are tiny, like tiny.
Yeah.
They're smaller than the tacos at Taco Bell. They're tastier for sure, but they're very small.
Yeah, I would stick with burritos. I usually get the burrito that comes in like it's still wrapped. It's still a wrapped burrito, but it's in a bowl and covered in a bunch of shit. That's what I usually get there.
I saw that. I didn't know what I was confused.
I mean, you have to
by
eat it with a knife and fork.
I was like, an enchilado. I didn't know it's called, but it was like empanada. I don't know. So I was just like, I'm not gonna get that. I'll get a burrito. But I did get I got a churro too. I went all out there. I was like, I hadn't eaten all day, so I was like ordering with my eyes. I was like, I want 2 churros, I want a burrito, I want 3 tacos. Also, let me get a bag of chips, a bag of guac, and a bag of queso. Not a bag of those things. But so I got chips, I got queso and guac.
Oh wow!
In my refrigerator this morning, and I got chips right here.
The queso, you can add protein to it.
Oh, that's smart. I didn't do that. I should have.
The other day,
their guac is good too, man. Their guac is really good.
The other day, I ordered from Chipotle, which I actually had not done for a while.
Yeah.
They have some kind of new meat on the menu. It's pretty good.
It's their brisket.
I don't know.
I heard it was a ripoff.
Smoked brisket. It's no better than steak or whatever. I had Chipotle like 3 weeks ago, and that's what I got.
Maybe that's what it was. Here, let's see.
Yeah, I heard it was a ripoff. I don't know.
Oh yeah, smoked brisket. That's what it is. Seasoned, seared, spiced, and sauced the Chipotle way. Yeah, so I had that. I had a burrito bowl with that, and guacamole, this and that, blah. And I also ordered a large guacamole with a large bag of chips. It was a good meal. It was a good meal. Yeah. So James went to District Taco. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Kenny's. I got to decide what I want to get.
Dude, honey wings got to be on that plan. If they still sell honey wings, treat yourself, my man.
Honey wings, huh?
I have another suggestion, or rather something you should also get, is their Singapore noodles.
Grilled child ribs. No, the Singapore noodles are awesome. I forgot about those. That's where I first learned about Singapore noodles, and they're amazing.
I thought I told you about Singapore noodles.
You might have told me that. I'm pretty sure I had them first from there, but you probably told me about them. I'm sure. I don't know. I know I had them before I started eating them at Hunan Hamlin in Beltsville, and I'm pretty sure it was from Kenny's.
Dude, I drove by so right on Georgia Avenue, like where Staples used to be. In the heart of Wheaton, sort of, or really almost Silver Spring.
Glenmont?
And now there's Aldi.
Oh,
no, not Glenmont. More like Forest Glen. It's got a Glen in it though. Across the street, like from like the Aldi's, where the Aldi's is now, there's like a little strip of stuff there.
Yep.
One of them is a Chinese food place that it also says like, oh, beer, wine, whatever. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that harkens back to the place when you guys used to live in Beltsville, was it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you could be like, order some Chinese food, some General Tso's, some whatever, and 30-pack of Miller Lite.
Yep. The perfect meal.
Pack of Newports, whatever. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about the place in Beltsville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunan Hamlet. That's the place. That's amazing. I used to order hard liquor from there.
Yeah. What kind of sake do you have?
Yeah. And cigarettes and fucking Singapore noodles, and it was crazy. I was like, this is allowed? Like, how's this allowed? That's some kind of PG County loophole. I don't know. This fucking place is amazing.
PG County, there are no laws. You know that. So.
Yeah.
True.
Dude, they have so much shit on this menu. It's crazy. They have like barbecue roast pork, barbecue spare ribs tips, dumplings, beef sticks, chicken teriyaki, steak and cheese egg rolls.
You definitely
You
gotta
gotta
get those
do.
beef sticks.
Cheesecake, excuse me. Cheesecake.
You gotta do. You gotta make the order. Okay, make the order, then take some pictures and upload them to the Instagram.
True.
Oh,
To the show's
okay.
Instagram, so people can see.
Yeah, Evan, I was looking at the beef sticks. I'm like,
Yeah,
that sounds good.
That's a must.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 4 or 5 things that you have to order, and then get what you want. I will be shocked if this is less than $65.
How much food can I eat? All right, so
That's
I
a
guess-
challenge.
I guess I'll have some for tomorrow, huh?
I mean, you have a
Yes.
clean and empty refrigerator, so
It's true. There's a box of baking soda in there, and not much else.
Yep.
So, all right, beef sticks. What else do I need to get? You said
And
honey wings.
Honey wings,
Okay. What else we
Singapore
got?
noodles,
So Singapore noodles. Okay.
an assortment of their frozen beverages.
An assortment. Okay.
I mean, I would pick 2 or 3. Of course,
Well-
you can get. I mean, get the sweet tea, maybe a half and half.
Frozen
Maybe
sweet tea.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they do have. What's the frozen triple mixed?
it's probably a half and half with fruit punch.
Might be good. So it's either a frozen triple mixed or I need a frozen half and half. So
I'd go with the mix.
yeah, I'll try that. All right. So we got beef sticks, honey wings, Singapore noodles,
A sub.
frozen sweet tea, frozen triple mixed,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm gonna need a sub. So I was thinking like cold cut because I'm basic as fuck, but they also have an assortment of subs. They have one signature house subs,
Mm.
although it actually says signature house submarines. Is actually what it says. I'll be ordering a submarine. So they have house steak and cheese, house chicken steak and cheese, or house shrimp and cheese.
I mean,
Mm.
steak and cheese of those 3 is the way to go, but you should get your classic mediocre Italian or whatever, just because it's what you're used to.
Right. They also have hamburger sub, cheeseburger subs, the crab cake sub.
I'm honestly kind of interested in that. If you can get like a 6-inch or a small or something like that.
I think that's going to be a horrible experience. I would stay away from any seafood. Every time I get seafood from these places, it lets me down. Honestly,
I mean, it's
All
going
right.
to be a lot of filler and just a tiny bit of crab fin meat or something. But
yeah,
it's
not
I
gonna
would
be
get
good.
one if I were there. I would also get like a 5-piece chicken wings with fries.
Mm.
Don't get me started on the love of a nice fried chicken wing from one of these places. They're so good.
Yep.
They do have a 12-inch sub. I mean, I could get a cold cut sub, 12 inches. Yeah,
Yes.
I think I need to get that. Okay. Def. All right, so cold cut sub.
You like your happy family or triple delight, whatever.
James was like, I'm getting hungry. He said, wrap it up.
James
Well,
like,
James, tell me what
whatever
else I
you're
need to
ordering,
order.
double it. I'm on my way.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna come over there. Not gonna come over there. I'll be eating fucking leftover. I guess all I'm eating tonight is chips and then fucking queso and whatever. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna be low boy in it today.
Low boy in it, huh?
I guess I'll. What do I have? Do I have any protein in the house? I have some frozen turkey legs. Oh. Whatever.
Terrible. Why do you have frozen turkey legs? What's wrong with you?
No, Mom is obsessed with giving me frozen turkey legs. Every time I see her, she's like, here's some turkey legs. I'm like, why are you giving me these? Every time she gives me turkey legs, frozen turkey legs or drumsticks. Every single time. I'm like, who buys turkey like this?
Only moms.
Dude, when I was a kid, she saw.
Only his mom.
No, when I was a kid, she got obsessed with turkey. She's like, this is going to be healthy. And she never stopped.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Oh, your mom's like that too, James?
Mhm.
Or Evan?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I might have to get the steak and cheese egg roll too.
I'd probably also get beef with snow peas. But
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
love snow peas in
Beef
Chinese
and
food.
snow peas, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Wonton egg drop soup? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just look at the menu and say, okay. $300. Here you go. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll get some good stuff and report back. So,
Mm-hmm.
That works.
all right. The last thing I want to talk about, I have something in the extras section. I found this on the Washington Post's website. About Maryland in particular. Apparently, near Bel Air, Maryland, there's a historic house that's been turned into a museum of sorts. And the article is "The Mad Booths of Maryland," and it's about the Booth family, such as John Wilkes Booth.
Mm.
But really, it's about his dad and other people. But yeah, it just sounds pretty interesting. I put a link link to the article in the show notes here. I might go on that tour at some point, see what it's all about. So sounds interesting. It's in Hartford County. So
That'd be a nice trip.
yep, go see what a trader's house looks like. All right. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to mention?
Nothing that
Negative.
comes to mind.
Okay. Well, in that case, thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of the IO Panel. Check out our website, iopanelpodcast.com. Send us email feedback at iopanelpodcast.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. All the links are on our website. You can also subscribe to the podcast. All the links are on the website. Once again, that's iopanelpodcast.com. Thanks again for joining, and we'll see you next week.
I can feel I'm changing. I don't know if I'll ever go back. All the ways that you make me build me up on the things I lack. I don't ever wanna lose you now. 'Cause I don't think I'll make it here now. 'Cause it's you and only you. 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 I don't know where the time goes. It just flies when I hold you close. In my arms with your eyes closed. For the first time I've got hope. I don't ever wanna lose you now. I don't think I'll make it here without. I don't ever wanna lose you now. I don't think I'll make it here without. 'Cause it's you and only you. 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 Because it's you and only you.